everybody, welcome to Tangle Break. Today we're going to do this tile using the tangles Sprinkle and Crescent Moon. We're going to be using the 8 basic steps of the Zentangle method. Step number 1 is gratitude and appreciation. I'm thankful for the time that we're able to take a break from our day to relax and draw. And the supplies that we're going to use are a black Micron 01 pen, a Zentangle pencil, a Tortillon, and a 3.5-inch white tile. And this tile is inspired by project pack number 6 from Zentangle headquarters. So let's get started. So grab your tile and your black pen, and step 2 is the corner dots. Step 3 is the border. And now we're going to go to step 5, the tangle, and we're going to start with sprinkle. And we're going to start it off actually doing muka. So we're just going to draw a line going up and then go around to make my little orb shape, and then I aura back down. And that's muka. And we're going to turn it into sprinkle in a little bit. So let's make several of these, making one come out at the bottom, around, and then aura back. Now I'm going to draw one behind these, starting down here, going underneath what we just drew, and I'm going to go way up to the left corner here, make my little orb shape, and then come back down. And drawing underneath. I'm going to make 2 more. So let's come out from this base here, draw one line, going over to the right side, drawing my orb shape, and then aura back down to where we started. And I'm just going to leave it tucked in behind the other one. And we'll do one last one going up to the top right corner there. We'll start over a little bit, going underneath, going all the way up, making my orb shape, and aura back down, underneath, and back to the base. And those are the mukas that we're going to use. Okay, now let's go ahead and start Crescent Moon. And what I'm going to do is make the little ladybug shapes. And I'm going to do it on both sides of these mukas and fill them in. And I'm doing it on the same exact space on the other side. So I'm making them very even, and it makes a circular shape with the muka stem or the sprinkle stem going right through the middle. And then picture where it would be underneath. And I'm going to go up and down all of these stems, making these little ladybugs. Okay, now we're going to make the mucus into sprinkles. So we're going to go in and just fill in an orb in the middle of the orb that we made. So inking it in. Okay, now go to the outside and we're going to make these little humps and then just do a little squiggly coming out the end. So we're just building this little mounds and then a little squiggle at the end. And you can make them go in any direction and build it as long as you want to build it. This one I'm going to make it go down and then around, so you can make it go in any direction you want. Just having fun with it. And there you have it. We turned the mucus into sprinkles. Okay, now we're going to go in and do an aura around our ladybugs to make crescent moon. And we're going to go around several times to make several layers of auras. Okay, now I'm going to go back and just do some more little lines just to give it some movement, but they're not going to touch and it's not a whole aura. So just little lines here and there that don't touch and they don't complete a aura like we were doing. Just here and there to give it a little movement. And now it's time for step 6 to shade. So grab your pencil and we're going to start with the border. Putting some shade all the way around. Next, we're going to go in and put some shade along the stems, all the way down over top of the crescent moon. And where it goes across on top of the other stems, putting some shadow in there too. Okay, now I'm going to put it on just one side of this little sprinkle thing here. You can pick either side. I'm going to do the left side. Okay, next grab your tortillon and we're going to smooth it all out. I really like making these little circular motions when I'm using the tortillon. I just think that's relaxing, these little circular motions when you can. So I'm going to go around to the border. Okay, now I'm going to go in and do do the shading around the sprinkles, the little things at the end, and along the sides of the stems. And I'm just spreading it out a little ways from the stem, which makes the crescent moon look shaded. It's going all the way around. And I'm just in the circular motion, just bringing the pencil out away from the stem, so then the crescent moon gets filled in a little bit. Okay, great. Now it's time for step 7, initial and sign. Grab your pen and find a spot to put your initials or your chop. And then turn it over on the back. And this is Tangle Break. And the tangles that we did today are Sprinkle, and Crescent Moon. And step 8 is Appreciate Again. And this was a fun one to show the different layers that you can create using shading. And I hope that you enjoyed our break today. And I'll see you next time on Tangle Break. Bye for now.